The Friends of Wisconsin State Parks is happy to have you along for another virtual camping experience. Thank you for coming. There are just a few minutes before the first clip starts, so grab your popcorn, roast your marshmallows, grab a neighbor, and join the fun. My name is Jonathan Ringdahl. It will be my pleasure to be your camp host and MC for this action-packed, fun evening. This is a YouTube premiere. And during the show, our viewers can use the right side of the screen to ask questions and chat. And our experts will be standing by to answer your questions. And after the show, please use the comment section on YouTube. Now, our first segment. Did you know that Wisconsin has a bison herd? And it is at the Sandhill Wildlife Area. And although bison are usually associated with the Western Plains, herds once ranged from Georgia to Hudson Bay and the Appalachians to the Rockies. Bison were prevalent in the original prairie and savanna communities in southern and western Wisconsin. Let's watch as Carrie Milestone takes us on a one-of-a-kind tour.
Hi, my name is Carrie Milestone. I'm a wildlife technician with the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, stationed at the Sandhill Meadow Valley Work Unit in Babcock. Did you know there's a place you can go and see bison roam like they did almost 150 years ago? Well, there is, and that place is Sandhill Wildlife Area.
But before we get to the bison, let me tell you a little bit about Sandhill. Sandhill Wildlife Area is located in central Wisconsin and is a 9,150-acre wildlife area that is surrounded by a 10-foot-high deer-proof fence. The fence allows us to maintain our own deer herd, which creates a unique opportunity for wildlife and habitat research, along with controlled hunting. Sandhill also has a 14-mile drive-through nature trail called Trumpeter Trail. Visitors register at the entrance, enter through a gate, drive the trail, and exit out another gate when they are finished. Visitors can see the variety of habitat and wildlife that Sandhill has to offer. The herd at Sandhill currently consists of 1 adult male, 9 adult cows, and 4 calves that were just born this year. Bison are herd animals. The herd consists of varying levels of hierarchy or pecking order. The higher up on the pecking order are the stronger dominant animals. Bison don't typically do well as solitary animals. I often get asked how to tell the difference between the boys and the girls. Cows and bulls both have horns. The female's horns curl in when mature, while the male's continue to point straight up. The horns also continue to grow throughout their lives, just slower as they age. Many people think the bull is the leader of the herd, but that's not true. The lead cow has that responsibility. She decides where the herd will go to eat, when to go to water, and when to move to keep everyone safe. The bull will tag along with the herd, but often he can be found lagging behind or off to the side. Sometimes he'll even wander away on his own. However, if the bull thinks there is a threat, he'll move in to defend his girls. Bison breed in late summer through fall. After about 9.5 months, calves are born. We've had calves born on Sandhill anywhere from April through November, but most often in April and May. Bison are primarily grazers, not browsers, meaning they eat grass and other vegetation they find growing on the ground. They do not typically eat woody vegetation like trees and brush. There are 2 water holes in the pasture. These provide water during the non-winter months. During the winter, they'll lick snow to obtain the water they need. The herd on Sandhill receives supplemental feeding in the winter of hay, but only a little bit. In the wild, bison do not have the ability to eat as much grass in the winter. The bison's body has adapted to handle this by reducing their metabolic rate. What does this mean? Have you ever seen those pictures of bison in Yellowstone? You know, the ones where the bison is standing in belly-deep snow, steam coming out of its nostrils. They're not just standing there waiting to get their picture taken. They're standing there because their body starts to slow down due to a lack of food and the reduced metabolic rate. It's not hibernation, but it's similar. Why do bison roll in the dirt? They do something called wallowing. Bison will lay down on their side and rock their bodies back and forth. While doing this, they're scraping at the dirt with their horns and hooves. This activity has several uses. Primarily, this is used for dusting. Dusting helps to remove shedding fur, itch bug bites, and reduce ticks and lice. Wallowing is also done as a social gathering to play or show who's boss. For male bison, during the rut, they'll take and urinate in the wallow before rolling in it. This marks their territory and shows dominance. From a habitat standpoint, wallows are a form of disturbance. It's bare ground where seeds like lupin can land and begin to grow.
I'd like to share a story with you of something I witnessed about 12 years ago. It was winter time and I was feeding the bison hay with a tractor at the barn. I noticed there was a trail from the bison going down to the water hole. Now it'd been winter, everything was frozen. I knew they weren't getting water down there, so what were they doing? Curiosity got the better of me, so I got in the tractor and I started driving to the water hole. Up behind me comes the lead cow with the whole herd in tow, pass me up in the tractor and go down to the water hole. I get there and the whole herd is standing on the ice. My first thought is, oh no, the ice is going to break, they're going to fall in and they're going to drown. But then I noticed the lead cow was doing laps around the ice. Like she was looking for something. She got to just the right spot, used her front hoof, hit the ice twice, and broke about a 6-inch hole in the ice. With the weight of all the animals on the ice, the water bubbled up and they all had fresh water to drink. And you know, the way she was looking on that ice for just that right sweet spot, she'd done that before. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you've learned a little something about bison. And I hope you're also excited to come visit us here at Sandhill. Our Trumpeter Trail is open from mid-April till the end of October. If you've never been here, you don't know what you're missing. And if you've been here before, come back because there's always something new. Thank you.
I cannot wait to tour the Sandhill Wildlife Area again. Wow, that was awesome. And I always look forward to learning more interesting bison facts. What do you call a 200-year-old buffalo? I think I heard it from somebody out there. A bicentennial. Oh yeah, we're bringing the dad jokes. And you may have also noticed by now that I am on the Elroy-Sparta State Trail. We have this absolutely amazing tunnel behind me. This is a bike rider's paradise. There's a few pieces of gear that I always wear while I'm riding my bike to protect myself and keep myself safe. I want to keep riding bikes for my entire life. And if you do too, then you'll wear some safety gear. Helmet. Protect your brain. It's only a matter of time before you fall off your bike, so that's a good thing to have. I also love having my gloves. I've definitely taken some spills on my bike and saved my hands with my gloves. So I also keep a few repair items in here, spare tube, patch kit, little first aid kit, just things to handle any type of situations that come up while I'm out bike riding. I also like to be comfortable while I'm bike riding. On a day like this, my raincoat feels really good. If you've ever ridden through one of these tunnels, you also know that you can get pretty wet. So when you're riding the Elroy-Sparta State Trail, a rain jacket is really nice to have. I also have a little Velcro strap here on my pant leg to keep my pants from getting caught in my chain. This bright color also helps me be seen by cars. So we want to be safe, we want to be seen, and have a great bike ride. Especially a great bike ride when fall is in the air. I love these cool, crisp mornings. They are my favorites. Flocks of birds are heading south for the upcoming season, which makes for a birder's paradise for the bird nerds like me. If you love them as well, you're very happy right now. And they are flying by all these beautiful fall colors too. And speaking of fall colors, Sue Johansson Mayolith is going to show us how to create a leaf pounding. And to you virtual teachers out there, this may be a great lesson for you. And we also want to say thank you for all that you are doing for the kids of our great state of Wisconsin. Sue, take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm Sue, and today's project that I have for you is making leaf prints by pounding the leaves onto material. And this is what we're going to end up making. So the things that you're going to need for this project today would be like a piece of material, like muslin or any other kind of soft material. I've got a pillowcase you could use, or even a t-shirt. Now, if you're going to use a t-shirt or a pillowcase, one of the things you want to have is a piece of cardboard, and you want to slide the piece of cardboard in between your layers of material, and that will keep the leaf from bleeding through both sides and keep the leaf print only on the one. But today, we're just going to show you how to do it on just a little square piece of material. The other thing that you're going to need is a hammer and, of course, some leaves. And what's great about fall is the leaves are starting to get this awesome color in them, the reds and yellows. The thing to watch for is don't find leaves that are super dried up and brown. These won't work. You want them to be kind of still juicy, and that's what's going to bleed onto your piece of material. But the colors will come out, and you can see here on this one example, here I use some of that red, and it's got some of that red color in it. So your cardboard can also help you deaden the sound. And you don't want to do this like on a driveway or on a sidewalk. And this is what happens when you do that. It kind of makes it all crumbly. It doesn't make a good print, and it can make holes in the material, especially thinner material. So to do it, if you're going to do it, make sure you put a piece of cardboard, or if you have an old piece of wood to pound on, that's great. The picnic table here works really well. So the next thing you're going to need are some leaves. I'm going to show you with my violet leaf. You can use tree leaves, violet leaves. You can also use petals from flowers. The middle parts get kind of smushy, but experiment and see what happens. Another good thing to use would be cedars, the big flat cedar pieces as well. When you put it down, you want to put it bumpy side up. So you can see there's kind of a smooth side and then a bumpy side. And we're going to put the bumpy side down on our piece of cardboard. We're going to lay our piece of material on top of it. And now this is the fun part where you make lots of noise. You're going to just pound away, and you want to pound until you get that whole image of the leaf going. So that's what we're going to start doing. And as you can see, the leaf is starting to come through. This is not going to be the side that you're going to look at, but as we keep pounding, more and more of that leaf will show through. So let's keep going. So as you continue to pound, make sure you get around the edges. Keep pounding until you don't see any more bleeding through. Some of the leaf will stick to the bottom, so you can keep checking it. It'll stick on there and see how much you have to pound and how it's looking. I'm going to pound this one a little more. All right, once you think you've got most of the leaf pounded on there and it looks good to you, what you want to do is flip it over. And then you just start peeling away all of the pieces of the leaf. And what you're left with is the leaf print. You can always add more smaller leaves up here or petals. You can make designs. Just get creative and have fun this fall pounding leaves.
This is truly a very special show. The WiGo staff have created a special web page for all of our virtual learners, grades 2 through 7. However, for those young at heart with a few moments to spare, feel free to participate as well. We love you guys too. Have you ever looked around and been, I wonder how old that tree is? Have you wished there is an app for that? Well, my friends, I am here to make your day. There is an app. Let's listen as Cindy from Muir Lake shows us how to age a tree.
And we're going to take and we're going to divide that by pi, which is 3.14, and then we're going to multiply it by what they call the growth factor. And for a red pine, the growth factor is 5.5. So this tree is about 217 years old. I would tell you that there are some really great apps out there, and this morning I have one that's called Good Calculators. And what you would do is you simply enter the circumference of the tree, the type of tree, and hit calculate, and it tells me that this tree is over 217 years old. Within the park we have many of the trees about this same size. So I would encourage you at home, go ahead and figure out what the age of any of your trees in your yard are, or in the neighborhood or the local park, or here in our park. All you have to do is Google tree or age tree calculators, or tree age calculator, either way, and several of those apps will come up. It will also tell you what the growth factors are so that you can figure it out. A pine tree will grow very fast, an oak will grow much slower, a shagbark hickory tree actually grows pretty fast too. So take a look at that, and I hope that you've enjoyed the short video.
From the forest to the prairie, wide open prairies and oak savannas once covered the landscape of the upper Midwest. Okay, don't worry, I'm not quitting my day job to pursue a singing career. Today, only a fraction of these fire-dependent ecosystems remain, harboring many specialized and endangered plants and animals in some of the rarest habitats on Earth. That's why as you're walking through prairies, it's very important to stay on the trail. That will protect these special species. We all have a responsibility to care for them. And Grace Bosson from the Prairie Enthusiast.org takes us into a Wisconsin prairie and shows us how to collect seeds. Grace, I can't wait to see what you have to show us. Take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Grace Vosen and I'm the Communications Coordinator for the Prairie Enthusiasts. I want to take you all along on a trip to one of our preserves in southwestern Wisconsin today, and we're going to do some fall seed collecting, so come along.
Thank you, Grace. That was every bit as awesome as I thought it was going to be. The Prairie Enthusiasts have 11 chapters, each serving several counties in Wisconsin, Illinois, and Minnesota. Visit their website at theprairieenthusiast.org. For our virtual teachers, the Prairie Enthusiasts have field tours. Check out their website for details. The Friends of Wisconsin State Parks supports all state parks, forests, trails, and recreation areas. We could use your help. We hope to have more of these great virtual programs. Let us know your thoughts and ideas of how we can make these programs better. Look for the evaluation link on our WiGoCamping website. And please like our Facebook page to stay up to date on the next program. Finally, we end with Chris Lillig singing us a beautiful song. Some of you may know sign language. You will see Chris use the sign for I love you. So Chris, take it away with your beautiful rendition of I love you to entertain these fine people that joined us today. We hope you are all staying happy and healthy. Know that we love you guys. We want the best for you. And I've got my headlamp and I am going to go walk through this tunnel and take in all the beautiful rock formations. Until next time, everybody, thanks for coming.
Skidamaringadoo, I love you. Skidamaringadingading, skidamaringadoo, I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Skidamarinka-dinka-ding, skidamarinka-doo. I love you.
You see the glamorous work this is, Randy? Look at this. Man, this is so much fun. Actually, it is. Figure, you know, we need some like behind the scenes footage, maybe something like that, of how man, these videos, they're so glamorous and everything. Here's the trench work right here. I gotta go behind because I gotta look at the script. Yep. Beep beep. Should be like, hiya! Right into the camera, Randy. Sorry if I scared you. I scare a lot of